$20 an hour is not the same no more. $20 an hour is like minimum wage in today in 2025. Been like that really for the past few years. It's it used to be a point of time when $20 an hour was that was like a go-to. That's if you had a job for $20 an hour, you was getting paid. You was making some good money if you was making $20 an hour probably about 10 years ago. Back in like, yeah, 2015, $20 an hour wasn't bad in 2015. Especially a little before then. But now, $20 an hour, that's like minimum wage now. Because the cost of living, it done went up so high. And that's wherever you at across the country. The cost of living is much higher. And it's we may want a higher minimum wage, but it really don't make a difference when minimum wage go up. Because if you notice, every time minimum wage go up, this same thing is the cost of living. The cost of living go up. Minimum wage go up, the cost of living go up. So it always balances out. So it just balances out. So it's really not a victory anytime minimum wage go up. You know, it sound decent, but then you look at the price of gas, how much it costs to rent, how much, like everything going up, even car payments, even anything you purchase, wood, you in construction, anything you getting for your home, like all type of stuff you need for your home, every appliances, anything, like everything is higher. So at $20 an hour, it's not at all the same as the way it used to be. At all. At all. I remember back when imagine back I remember apartments was like a one bedroom was like $500. Nowadays, a one bedroom you gonna easily pay $1,000. Matter of fact, I know quite a few people paying well over $1,000 for just a one bedroom. And I remember back when I stayed in a one bedroom, it was like $500. So if you got a 2 bedroom, a 3 bedroom, you got multiple kids, you got a car note, you got car insurance, man, you got NIPSCO, you got water, you got, come on, man, like $20 an hour. It's the bar need to be raised. The bar need to be raised. Like not even just minimum wage, just in jobs in general. Every job should be paying more because I feel like it's a lot of jobs that were high paying jobs that was paying like $20 an hour and stuff back then. That's kind of back then was paying that, and they still kind of paying maybe just a little bit more than that now. So what's crazy about that is I feel like those jobs need to pay a lot more because you got warehouse jobs, steel mill jobs and stuff. These jobs paying about the same amount that you can get working at some fast food restaurants. How you got warehouse jobs paying the same amount as fast food jobs? And that's no knock to fast food jobs, but warehouse jobs at one point in time would be a lot more money than you working at a fast food restaurant where it used to be minimum wage. So the cost of living is way too high for jobs to still be paying $20 an hour. I feel like if minimum wage gonna go up, then the cost of living shouldn't. That's what'll help the economy out. If the minimum wage goes up, the cost of living should stay the same. Give somebody some room, some cushion. You can't never get no cushion because every time you get a raise, you make some more money, the cost of living go up. Your groceries are so high now, I don't know whether I'm spending more money going out to eat or going to the grocery store. Because it seems like that's even balancing out. Like, it used to be where you going to save a lot of money going grocery shopping. But now I feel like I'll be spending more money grocery shopping than I'll spend eating out. And that's crazy. Like, what? How you spending more money eating grocery shopping? How you spending more money grocery shopping than eating out? This $20 an hour is not the same no more. This is like minimum wage. You can barely make it. You can barely pay all your bills and everything off $20 an hour now. And that's what you even having bare minimum. I'm talking about no kids, no car note, no high rent, you know what I'm saying, no high mortgage, whatever, and you still are not gonna have too much money left over after you pay your bills. And this, if you even this coming from somebody that's even managing their money properly, you still not gonna have much left over. Even if you are managing your money properly with $20 an hour. It's just not the same no more. At all. It's like minimum I feel like minimum wage should be like, at this day and age, we need about $30 an hour. We need about 30 piece. For minimum wage, I feel like should be like $30 an hour minus the cost of living going up. We could get minimum wage to like 30 an hour, and then we ain't gotta have the cost of living going up. Man, we gonna be good. We gonna be straight. Everybody eating, everybody good. Think about it. If the economy pay more, and that's what's crazy. All these companies making these millions of dollars, and y'all act like y'all can't give us a $10, $20 raise. Y'all still gonna be rich anyway. Anyway, y'all still gonna make all this money. So you can't give us an extra 10, 15, 20 an hour, and then we making good money. Y'all still gonna be making good money. Still gonna be rich. Maybe less rich, but still rich. They just don't be want to pay us. They don't want to pay us that money. That's why we gotta invest. We gotta create. We gotta get our own thing going. We gotta form our own way of income in order for you to live the way that you want to live. Like, you're gonna really have to form your own income unless you're going to school and you're really pursuing something that you're really passionate about and that you love. I say you chase that first. Always go after what you're passionate for. But if you really want to put yourself in a better position, you're going to have to get some knowledge and learn how to do your own thing. Because the way, leaving it up to these jobs, it's ridiculous. Temp jobs, all the staffing agencies and all that, they not paying. It's the staffing agencies paying like 13. I done heard 14 an hour on staffing agency jobs that, I mean, I was working these jobs years ago, and they was paying that. So I'm like, how are y'all still paying 14, 15 an hour to go to these, some of these staff agencies got meal jobs and stuff. Like, they paying that. It can be the worst with the staffing agencies because they paying like the bare minimum. And you really ain't working for the company when you work for that staff agency. You working for that staff agency until the company hire you on. If the company hire you on. So it ain't too much money into that unless you really get into the actual company, and it all depends on what they paying. I know people, it be jobs, I mean, look, some jobs be showing favoritism. Some people, you'll have people making more money than you that then started working after you. I'm telling you, like, it's jobs doing that. I remember I was working a warehouse job. I was working this job for like almost a year. At the time, I was at $9 an hour. I was there almost a year. Went through the staff agency. I was making like $9 an hour for almost the whole year. And I remember talking to one of my coworkers. He like, how much they paying you? I'm like, sure, I'm at 9 still. He like, what? He like, they still got you at 9 all this time? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how much they got you at? He like, man, I'm at 12 something. I'm like, 12 something. How is this person? When we started, same time. We do the same job, but one person, they paying more, and then they paying the other person less. Now, could that be because they felt this person worked better work ethic? Nah, we ain't gonna make that the case. Cause I wherever I went, I did what I had to do. So it's just favoritism. Some people don't like you, and at these jobs, and you get the bad end of it, unfortunately, because I know how I be when it come to certain bosses and certain managers. At jobs they don't know how to talk to people, and I'm just one. I'm not gonna let you talk to me any type of way when I'm at a job. Like, I gotta be here 8, 12, 16 hours. You ain't gonna talk to me any type of way. We gonna be adults. It's okay. It's your if you're a manager, team lead, whatever. It's okay for you to tell me what to do. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's your job. I can accept that you telling me what to do, but it's how you tell me what to do. You're not gonna curse me out and say, "Hey, get your over there and do something." We ain't. That ain't how you communicate, and that's what be a problem with a lot of these jobs. They don't know how to communicate with people. You know, some people get these higher positions, and they feel that they can talk to you any type of way, and that ain't gonna fly with me. It ain't nowhere in that rule book or none of the papers I signed that said I gotta listen to somebody curse me out on the job, telling me what to do. Like, nah, I don't work like that. You gotta communicate. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta be over here and do something, you let me know I gotta do it, cool. But if you telling me get your ass over there and do that for, like, nah, it ain't you. Come on now. But that's beside the point. Back to the $20 an hour. It ain't no money no more. You used to look forward to finding a job that paid like 20 an hour, and nowadays if you get some 20 an hour, it be like you get your paycheck and it's like it's still gone. It's like it's you get your paycheck, it didn't still went the bills. You didn't put all this work in all week, 2 weeks, if you get paid every couple weeks, and by the time you get paid, it still ain't much. Cause $20 an hour is just not doing it no more. It's not doing it. It's not doing it. Times have really changed to where $20 an hour is like a minimum wage job. It's no different from back in the day. I remember my first job. I was working minimum wage. It was $7.25 back then. Where I was at, it was $7.25. And when I tell you, being young, it was my first job too. Um, and that $7.25 coming from never having nothing, that used to be a lot of money to me back then. Back then when I did a telemarketing job, it was for $7.25 an hour. But when you was young, you ain't have bills and all that. So at that time, me getting paid minimum wage, it was all up because my money wasn't going to no bills then. I think the only bill I probably paid back then, my first job was like a cell phone bill. So I'm paying a cell phone bill and I got the rest of my check to myself. And what I do being young, man, I blew every check I got. I blew every check. I ain't saved nothing. I'm talking about I'm buying every pair of Jordans that done came out. I'm buying all the J's. I'm buying I didn't have a PS4, so I bought that. I was just blowing my money. Shoes and clothes, games, all that stupid stuff. Like, I was just blowing everything, but it was good. I went to work to spend my money on stuff like that, before bills, before, you got all this stuff that really go on when you get grown that y'all know about. But it was cool back then, but it ain't cool now. I couldn't settle for that now. Like I said, even 20 is you can't even settle for 20 an hour no more. You know, and it's a shame that it still ain't a lot of jobs that I know about that start you off at 25 an hour. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a degree or anything like that, it's not too many jobs that I know about starting you off at 25 an hour. If it is, hey, y'all let me know in that comment section so I can go look them up. You know what I'm saying? Help you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like it's just different now. It's different. It's not the same. We gotta as a I feel like as a whole, we gotta do something about the job market. the job market needs to be changed. The hourly rate needs to be changed as a whole, as a country. It gotta be changed in order for everybody to, cause think about it, it don't even make sense. When you applying for certain apartments and stuff like that, they want you to make some of these apartments want you to make like 3 times as much as what it costs to 3 times as much as they rent. So how you supposed to make 3 times as much as your rent and then turn around pay your first bill? You probably paying your rent plus the deposit. It's just all this on $20 an hour. It don't be nothing left over. It's like you living paycheck to paycheck. You living paycheck to paycheck now with $20 an hour, and that's crazy. Cause nowadays most people making $20 an hour, you'll realize that you got to do something else on the side. You gotta have some type of side hustle. Now, you can't just have $20 an hour and it be like, all right, this finna take care of me, my family. It's finna keep the roof over my head. It's finna keep food in the house. It's finna keep my car on. We gotta money for if anything go wrong with your car, like anything, you gotta have money for all this stuff. Off that 20 an hour ain't enough to hold weight no more. It's not gonna hold it. You're gonna have to have some type of income. So if you with somebody, maybe y'all putting y'all money together to make it. If you by yourself, you more than likely doing something else to compensate for just having 20 an hour nowadays. When at one point $20 an hour used to take care of all that. Used to be good. I'm talking about you $20 an hour, you eat Red Lobster every day. Not probably not every day, but you know what I mean. So I don't know, man. Y'all make sure y'all like this video. Drop a comment down. Let me know what y'all think. Does $20 an hour feel like minimum wage to y'all? Because I know it do for me. But until the next video, y'all, I'm out.